gave me chills. Yes.
What's happening, Crypto Crew? This is Cal Can Fly with my wife Emily.
Hello.
And we're about to get into episode 10 of Superman and Lois.
Yeah.
So we just came off the back of episode 9. We're going straight into episode 10.
Yep.
Do you think the DOD let Bruno in to see his wife? Bruno and Mateo? No?
Not after the stunt, he just...
I mean, that's definitely true. I mean,
No, I don't think so. If anything, yeah, it's going to take a lot. But now that his son knows what he's doing to try to save his mom's life, it's going to probably change in how he feels towards his parents now.
Yeah, I agree.
So that feeling there between him and... Sorry, what's that girl's
name?
Nat.
Yeah.
Yeah, might change. Not saying he doesn't still care. He understands where his dad's coming from.
Right.
Now, so...
And the possibility of saving his mother's life.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
what his dad's main focus is and
Right.
what he's been doing.
Well, and that
So-
that does make sense. And it's not like he hasn't lied to his son before, right? Like
Right.
when he asked if he had killed anybody. Like, yeah, I didn't get my hands dirty, but I may hit somebody. Didn't tell the whole truth, right?
He didn't. No.
And same with this. Like, I think he'll use this to kind of convince Mateo that what he's been doing
Right.
is to save his mother's life. But that, he was doing bad stuff way before,
Right.
any of this happened.
Right.
So, you got Lex Luthor put in prison. Set him up for murder. There's been a bunch of murders that have gone down.
Right.
That one gang leader that he had worked for when Bruno came in and she switched sides.
Yeah,
he ended up dead.
Right.
So it's like they have been the cause of people's deaths. Absolutely.
Exactly.
So he's not being 100% honest with you.
Nope.
And I think when that does come out, and it will come out.
It will.
I think that's going to change.
Yeah,
So
I
we'll
agree.
see Mateo probably switch to his dad's side to try and be selfless in giving up Nat in order to save his mother.
mom. Right.
And knowing that this is the route he's going to have to go. But then when it all comes out with his dad,
He's gonna
switch back.
switch back over.
Yeah,
right.
I think that's what'll happen. I think that's what his story arc will be.
Okay. The
Yeah.
switcheroo. Yeah, I agree.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I think when you're pulled in a couple of different directions and you've got to make choices and blah, 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 I think it's going to be tough for him, his story arc. I just don't
agree.
know about Bruno. I really like the actor playing this character.
Yeah, me too.
He is
He's very
so good.
stern, like his face. Like, yeah, he can be scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like we've talked about before, the fact that he does love his family so much and his wife so much, he's willing to go to any lengths to do it, and he doesn't care who gets in his way.
Who gets in the way?
And that is a scary, kind of man.
Kind of scary place to be.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Because if you're on the wrong side of him.
Right. Screwed.
Yeah.
You get in his way.
And we saw that with John Henry. I mean, he's sending these dudes out to...
Men after men. Yeah. After him and his daughter.
Yeah.
Nat. So, scary.
Right.
Especially having that much power.
And what is Mateo going to think when he finds out about those men coming...
After Nat.
Yeah.
Right.
Again. So...
Exactly. So his mind might switch eventually.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean,
We'll see
it's
what happens.
such a well-written show.
It is.
You can talk about this stuff for hours.
You
And
can.
just really kind of get into the nitty-gritty. And, it's a lot of fun.
It is.
But let's get into episode 10. Let's see what this one
Yeah.
has for us. Please do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. We really do appreciate it. Also, keep in mind that we do have our Patreon and our YouTube memberships. If you would like to support the channel in a different way, those are great ways to do so. $5 a month, price of a cup of coffee.
Yep.
You get access to our personal Plex server, which gives you full-length, unedited reactions to this show, as well as all the other shows and movies that we do. And yeah, you can come join us on Discord and chit-chat with us as well. All right, are you ready to do this?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
You did it.
We did it. But like everything in life, this journey has not just been about me. Cancer affects many more people than just the ones who have it. It has affected everyone I love, especially my family. But it's because of my family that I'm standing here today. You gave me the strength. And you gave me the hope that I needed to see this day. And I love you all. Especially you. Screw cancer!
Screw cancer!
That gone.
Hey, that's it.
Thanks, babe.
Where's the Mannheim board? Thanks, babe.
Yeah. You still having second thoughts?
I don't think publishing that story was the right thing to do.
Well, after the Henry Miller attack, we didn't have a choice. It put the pressure on Bruno.
But he still hasn't returned what he stole from the DOD.
If he wants to see
Also,
his
they've
wife,
let
he will.
Mateo
Right,
go,
Pia's dying.
but not Bruno.
I don't like it either, but your dad won't budge. I mean, he barely agreed to let Mateo visit.
Maybe he'll change his mind if I can get a confession out of Pia.
She hasn't spoken
Oh.
a word since the arrest.
She might to me.
So, this is Foes, right? Now, all that ice
Mm.
that just appeared after the fire was mysteriously extinguished. Same
God, she
thing happened
knows.
last year
Yeah.
at the town hall. Someone in Smallville has powers. I think this is what you should be writing about.
Sorry, but
Mm.
I can't publish.
I think
any
it's
of
time to bring him in. on
Yeah,
this.
he needs to know.
After everything that we
It would help a lot with Jonathan.
Don't you think that we deserve the truth? Look, babe, I'm no
I mean,
journalist.
everybody around him knows.
Okay, but
His
I
daughter
think
knows.
This is a really big story.
Ex-wife
Ex-wife.
knows.
Oh, let me.
Girlfriend knows.
Okay.
Like,
Besides him.
how's he gonna feel?
Once he finds
once
out,
he
everybody
finds out?
knows but
Yeah.
him.
Kyle.
No, it's fine. I'll let you
Metropolis
get back to it.
versus Gotham.
Where are you going? Come on, get on it.
Come on, what are you doing? Come on, catch him, catch him, catch him!
Go!
No,
Done!
no, no.
Bro, I had you! Bro!
Typical teenagers.
Yeah.
Typical
How
teenagers.
about this? I come up with something, and then we do that. Sound good?
Sure. Okay, cool.
I was looking for an Easter egg on that
Great.
game. One of the players to be called
By
Wayne.
the
or
way,
something.
my D's next level. Yo, there's a senior kegger at the old fairgrounds. We should go. I mean, we don't really have any friends who are seniors.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking?
What?
Follow me.
They're gonna use Mateo as a way to bust his brother out. Since they've let him go in.
Oh.
You don't need to be nervous, son.
I just wish you were coming too.
Better that I don't. This way, you can be alone with your mother.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Your mother's
I
dying.
didn't even think about that when I first had it. He was.
Now, I'm ready.
Ah!
I don't know about this, man. He seemed pretty excited to hang. Just let me handle it, okay? I'll let him down easy.
Who wants to
Ah!
wrestle and tangle? Huh? Tonight, Wrestle Rumble 40 in Metropolis. No holds barred.
Did you buy a shirt?
Yeah, it's Bam the Bulldozer. Guys, come on. We used to go all the time when we lived in Metropolis.
Probably just dropped like a
What?
couple
I
hundred
just thought it'd be
bucks
fun
on
for us to all
tickets.
spend some time together.
Yeah, we'll do something else more fun real soon. I promise.
We
kind of have to get going.
Go see Bam the Bulldozer by yourself.
Tell the girls
Fuck
hi.
them.
Thanks anyway, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure you're gonna get the results you want in there.
I need to make this right.
A superpowered monster who's been running loose in Hobbs Bay.
Is that really how you see yourself? Because the woman I know is a lot more complicated than that.
Call that bipolar.
She's a devoted wife, a loving mother, a friend.
They did get close.
They did, and there's another side to her too. She's not all innocent.
Well, gotta hand it to you.
What a way to put it.
Yeah, that's true.
Ripped Superman's heart out. Yeah.
Teenagers do that.
Jonathan. Hey, babe.
You made it.
Peggy's sister Nancy was super sweet, and she let me borrow her car.
Hi, Candace.
Hey.
Maybe I should.
I listened to Luther's confession again.
Calling
and
her
I think
out.
It was him on that tape. I think it was you.
He had a motive.
Oh yeah.
So did you and Bruno. The way that Moxie and his men were murdered, your powers did
Yep.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the only thing that makes sense, Pia. You and Bruno killed Boss Moxie, took over Hobbs Bay, and you used Luther as your fall guy.
Have you ever been in the room alone with Lex Luthor? Yes, his aura. It's terrifying. Like you're in the presence of the devil himself. To this day, that man is the only person in the world who scares me.
But he didn't kill Moxie or his men. You did.
I can tell you about a dozen other crimes Luthor committed that are far worse than what happened to Boss.
I don't care anybody
Pia,
says she's an
Don't
evil
do
woman.
this, Lois.
I
She
helped
may have done a
the
little
man
bit of
behind
good,
bars
but
for a
she's
crime
probably
he
done
didn't
more
commit.
evil than she
And
has
the
good.
world is better for it.
You're succeeding. People are taking note. People like me.
Ah!
As of recently, yes.
Yes. You got bored and traded you in for some young floozy. Oh, don't be embarrassed. I've got the same story. Best thing that ever happened. I realized pretty quickly the only thing that cheating son of a bitch was doing was holding me back. You know, you got a bunch of single moms in charge, badasses like you and me. We'll fix this state up pretty quick. Now, I hear you can get a mean piece of rhubarb pie. in
Something's
town.
gonna happen.
Cops at the end of the road. Wouldn't it be funny if Jordan just comes up underneath the car and like lifts them over the cops? Like in a roadblock or something?
That'd be cool.
I don't think so.
No?
No, I think we're good.
Oh!
You're like this badass getaway driver.
That was insane.
Oh! He did save him!
Did you see that? Some guy.
What happened?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea what he's talking about. I don't, Dad.
He's the fire chief. Now he's become like Batman, detective, world's best detective.
Don't let it bother you. This is what happens with teenagers. They want to be with their friends more than their parents.
Yeah, but I loved hanging out with my mom when I was their age.
It's one of the many reasons I love you.
I can't believe that Superman actually endorsed you.
I mean, worlds were merging. It wasn't a normal situation.
Best endorsement I got my first term was from some big shot rancher out in Belleville. And it turns out he was selling psychedelic mushrooms to kids at K-State.
You can't seriously be talking about Diamond Dave Carlson.
It
I mean,
was
I
all
did
about
some
those
reporting
psychedelic
on that
mushrooms.
Crazy, crazy stuff.
She's the floozy.
Who is
It's just her ex-husband.
Why did you get up first then?
I'm sorry to pull you away from all this, but first off, Sarah is okay. Nobody was hurt.
What happened?
She was drinking. Totaled her car.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Looks like you've got your hands full, Mayor Lang, so good luck.
She really is a fantastic mayor.
Aww.
Oh,
Sweetheart.
That's gotta be so hard for him.
yes. You wasn't planning on driving. You drove there, so how was you planning on getting home?
Yeah.
Come on.
The sheriff came and everything happened so fast, and I just
Drove drunk?
I wasn't drunk.
We are not going to debate how drunk you were, Sarah. You had alcohol in your system and you got behind the wheel. That is never okay.
I know I messed up.
Yeah, you're damn right she did.
I am so disappointed in you right now.
What if something would have happened to you, Sarah? Or Junior, huh? Junior said he saw somebody.
Kyle.
Well, now, if you'd seen the accident, you'd know that that's the only thing that makes any damn sense.
Why would Sarah be lying?
Why would Junior? Look, something happened out there, okay?
Oh my God, they need to go to Clark and
Yeah.
to Lois and talk to him about this.
I don't know what you want me to say, Kyle.
He really does have a
You
right
know
to
what
be
you
He
frustrated.
does.
All right, 'cause I don't
He
really
does.
want to-
Blatantly
I don't
lying
know
to
right now.
Liz. Which I get it. It's not their secret to tell.
Still.
Look at you. You even figured out how to tie it.
Yeah. The cure.
Oh, Mateo. I love your father, but he's desperate and
It works. It works. That's why I'm here.
Oh.
Now, Dad said it wouldn't take long for it to kick in, and then after it,
Wow.
He did it.
He did.
He did it. And they're not paying attention.
I mean, why would they? Like,
A month
She's
is
not
a little
a-
extreme, Clark.
Lois, he lied.
a threat at this point.
Fine. He's grounded for 2 weeks. No powers, no fortress.
We'll talk about it when I get home. What did Jonathan have to say?
He's not back yet.
Is he driving? Do you know if he was drinking?
I don't know. He's probably with Candace somewhere.
everything okay?
I just think it's important we spend time together. You guys are growing up so fast.
Okay, well, you're the one who's always busy. Look, we can't just sit around and wait for you to have free time. Especially since
That's
I haven't
true.
seen Candace
I
in
mean,
like a month.
But on the same token, you
not
have to
how it
respect
works.
it. He
He's
can't
dad.
control. Yeah, but he can't control when an
Can
emergency
I have my
comes.
keys back now?
Right, but them boys should understand you should obey your parents.
Yeah.
I mean, to a certain extent, I mean, it seems like there's no consequences them lying like that.
Now that the kid finally left, you need to get that confession. Probably gonna be your last shot. Sure you don't want me to come with?
Oh, look at her now.
But you promised you would be honest about Luther. That was
Oh.
before. Before what?
No.
before I got better.
Oh!
You're gonna help me get out of here, Lois. Take me out of here.
Is John here?
Yeah, he's upstairs.
I need to talk to him.
He thinks it's Jonathan.
Yes.
Everything okay?
Luckily, yeah. Because of him.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I'm pretty sure you do.
I really think
wish
she
things had been
means that
different.
as well.
In another life, we would have been great friends. Pia, please. Sorry, Lois.
Oh!
Alright, Superman.
Where are ya?
He's gonna have to leave Kyle. I wonder if Kyle's gonna find out.
He's gonna go, whoop.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle, you need to leave.
No, I will leave when I get some answers.
We'll talk about this later.
We can talk about this now.
I have to go. Just...
Whoa! Two fingers.
See,
no, it wasn't.
Oh! Yes! Oh God, that gave me chills! Yes!
Woo! That's awesome. He wasn't fast enough. Did she take Lois with her? No.
Wow. What an episode.
So Kyle.
And wonder what he was thinking. Like, oh my God, I got it all wrong.
Yeah.
Superman, 2 fingers.
That was pretty funny, the way he jumped back.
Kyle! Just like, cool. That was
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
Wow. And we did say it was time to let him in on it.
It is.
I mean,
everyone around him.
yeah.
Everyone, his whole family knows besides his youngest daughter. I don't know if she quite knows. But,
Right.
No, but yeah. He needs to know for sure.
Yeah. Which is definitely a plus in my book. I like Kyle. Like
I do too.
I think he's actually a good guy. I mean, he's made some mistakes. Don't
Right.
get me wrong, but he's a good
Right.
guy. Overall, I feel like he's a good dad. He tries, you know, and
He's involved in his girls' lives.
he's involved largely in the community as well.
Yes, he's a firefighter.
Yeah. So him and Lana both are pretty high up there in
They
the
are.
community to protect that community.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, having Superman there only enhances that protection, right? So, although it does seem like it's brought a lot of shit on their doorstep.
Right.
So maybe not so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's such a great show.
It
I know we keep
is.
saying that.
It is.
But the way that they kind of weave everything, like the
Right.
party being,
Right.
you know,
with
the reason,
alcohol. Yeah.
and the way that they kind of wrote that for Kyle.
Yeah.
Do you think Lana's gonna get offered any kind of like a governor position or anything like that?
You know what? I don't know because that made her bad as a
Yeah.
and you know she shouldn't hold that against her single mother. But the funny part about it is when Kyle walked in the door, and I'm sorry, the
Chrissy.
Yeah, stood up.
Yeah.
You know, Get Ray stood up and looked. You know, and it was kind of
It's for
like,
you.
That's your floozy. You know.
I know. I feel bad for Chrissy because she's in this like weird space where she has to cover this because professionally that's
her job.
But then she's also in this personal kind of mix with the mayor's ex-husband.
And a new relationship.
Credit to the two women though; they do seem to get along fairly.
They do,
well.
and they put all that behind them,
Right?
So which is very good.
Or maybe at least to the side.
Right.
You know,
it's always going to be there, but you don't want to cross that line.
Yeah.
Right.
But the fact that both of them knew about the secret,
right.
Kyle didn't, really put both of them in a weird spot. So now everybody that needs to know pretty much
knows.
So I'm glad he's going to be brought into the fold.
Yes. And it'll make things a lot easier for him as far as making sense and be able to, you know, keep him updated or if they need him for something.
Yeah.
You never know.
And like you said, it'll help Jonathan because he was taken out of that.
And if it's something that they cannot control as far as a fire, they always got Clark or Jordan.
Yeah.
always stand by. So, that's a good thing too. If they ever need help,
Yeah.
He's
But
involved now.
Jonathan, I'm sorry, has been shit on quite a bit because he's the one without the powers, right? And he's
Right.
trying to carve a life for himself.
Exactly.
All of these amazing people around him. You got to think, like, his mother's a Pulitzer Prize winning writer, journalist. His dad is Superman. His brother gets all the powers.
Right.
Where does he fit in?
Right.
What's going to be his destiny?
Right.
And he's trying to figure that out as a teenage boy, and that's really
hard.
difficult.
Yeah.
When you're surrounded by so much greatness.
Right.
Right? And it's like, even John Henry and Nat.
And Nat.
They have those suits,
The
and
suits.
it's like everybody that they're surrounded with. Lana, the mayor, Mr. Cushing, Kyle is
right.
Like, everybody has these higher positions. I think he's just kind of like
he's trying to find his way.
He's trying to find his way, and his position in the world. Where does he fit in?
Where does he fit in? Right.
And
right.
I can see how that would be very, very difficult for him. Frustrating, like everybody else.
Right.
Just has a leg up on him.
Right.
And he's just gonna have to work hard to do what he can do.
Exactly.
So I get it from his perspective. And then for Kyle to kind of kick him out of that
right
stuff for over stuff he didn't even do, but he can't tell him.
Right.
Like, he just seems to get shit on. Yeah.
All the time. Finger pointed is always at him.
Yeah.
When it's not even him.
Well, now we do know that, like, the XK, he did that.
Right.
But like getting his truck stolen by his girlfriend's dad and getting punched in the face and all of this stuff. Like, he doesn't. He just seems to get crapped on a lot.
He does.
So I feel
Poor
bad
kid.
for him.
Yeah.
But another solid episode. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of the episode?
Jeez. Say probably the end with Kyle and Superman.
Yeah.
That gave me goosebumps so strong. I'm like, oh, did that just happen? I mean, finally. That was my favorite part.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's the one part that just like got to me.
I agree. I think that was my favorite part as well.
It's about time.
Although I feel like bringing Mateo in
to see his mother
and him with the cufflinks and
right,
like, that's gonna be crazy. Like, she says, "Oh, we can protect him," but
and
you're
honestly,
really tanning him. Like, you're really making his. They're putting him down a path that a parent should never put their child down. And
it's down a dark path.
Yeah.
It's not good because he's a good kid.
Yeah.
And like you said, he was doing it because of his mother.
Right.
And I understand that. But, the father himself, kind of guided him towards it, the wrong guidance. They did it the wrong way. But I understand, they're trying to save her life, cancer, and,
Well, here's what I don't understand, right? So, he had the cure.
Right.
They were asking for this stuff back.
Now that they got the cure, why not give it back?
And then he could have done it himself and kept Mateo completely out of it.
Out of the picture.
Yeah.
Right. But instead, he's probably going to be stingy and selfish. And he's probably going to sell all this stuff or something, or
Possibly.
maybe.
I mean, he's essentially found a cure for cancer. I mean, yeah. There's a lot
he's
of money
going to make money in that. Yeah. Right. Exactly.
But then again, how much of that can they get out of that Bizarro Superman?
Right. So it
might be a limited supply.
So I wonder if this cure would be able to help Lois now, so she would not be able to have that surgery. Wonder if that would help.
Possibly. I mean, it
you
probably
know,
would.
I don't know.
It probably would.
Probably would cure her.
Yeah. And that could be like, I'll cure Lois if you let me go.
Right.
Kind of deal.
It would keep her tatas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Lois would probably opt for the surgery.
Yeah, I think she would too.
I
She
don't
wouldn't
think.
take it.
Yeah, I don't think she'd want to.
Anything involved.
Morally, I just don't think it's the right thing for her to do.
Right.
And I think she'll feel that way.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. We'll see. But fantastic episode. Really enjoying this show. Let us know how you guys like this show, this episode, in the comments down below. Please smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel on your way out. And we'll catch you later.
Crypto Crew.